Enjoy running, and one of my go-to routes is a nice loop, which goes through the Wayne Township Nature Park. As for the length, I've gotten mixed results with various pedometer apps, so I want to use calculus to find the actual length and verify these. But there's this one portion where the measurements get a little tricky. So here is a bend that it's complicated. It's hard to track with just by approximating with, like, I don't know, the lines and using the streets. Um, so what I decided to do is map the points on the graph that correspond to function values of x and f of x. Now keep in mind I took these with pixel measurements. See, this is my photo editing app on Preview, and it lets me measure through pixels how sort of where they are in the photo itself. But keep in mind, I can convert this back into miles as long as I have this relationship. 1.02 miles equals 922 pixels. That's what this measurement is here, the horizontal, like, x distance, you would say. So I got out an Excel spreadsheet, or in this case, Google Sheets, the Google ripoff, and I plugged in the points x and y, and then converted them just using dimensional analysis. And of course, the machine was nice enough to do it for me for both x and y. So now I have all of my values in miles. So you can see that's the origin, and here are some other points that I graphed. Now I plug them into Desmos. Desmos has a fantastic regression function, which lets you plug in a bunch of points. And as you can see here, it gave me a nice approximation for a graph. I wanted to try and get pretty close without sacrificing too much of my spare time. So I went with an 8th degree approximation, and as you can see, it's given me all of the values for all of the terms, 0 through 8. So that is very, very nice. So now we finally have a function. I'm not going to read it out, but just keep in mind this took a lot of copying and pasting, but this is the function and this is its derivative, which now, of course, as we learned, this is the arc length formula. And now that we have both of these values, we can just plug it in. Again, went to good old-fashioned Desmos. I plugged in my function, and it evaluated the definite integral for me. So there we go. That is the distance, and I can use that to help me calculate the full length of my route.